Okay, so today it is finally time. I told you guys I was starting a new series called Generational Hate. And so it's going to be a series where I just talk about people that I hate because it's about generational hate. Okay, so first off, I decided to start with JLO. If you know one thing about me, I hate JLO. I hate JLO. And a lot of people might say, oh, it's because of the controversy with Mariah. Is that part of the reason? Yes, but I hated JLO before that. And I'm going to explain why I hate JLO. And let's just get into it. So one of the first things that I thought about was in the 90s, she did this interview with this magazine and she basically just talked about all of her contemporaries in the acting scene and she basically just shitted all over them and was talking about how they can't act for shit and was just saying, you know, just things that were degrading towards them. So here she was talking about Selma Hayek and she says we're in two different realms. She's a sexy bombshell and those are the kinds of roles she does. I do all kinds of different things. It makes me laugh when she said she got offered Selena, which was an outright lie. If that's what she does to get her self publicity, then that's her thing. Columbia offered me choice of Fool's Rush or Anaconda, but it's so hard to read, chose the Fun B movie because the full script wasn't strong enough. So right there, she's dissing Selma Hayek, and she disses like 5 other actresses, okay? This one, she's talking about Claire Danes. She said, a good actress, her emotional and inner life are available to her, which is a good start, but I feel like I see a lot of the same thing with every character she does. She's not that way in U-Turn, though. Next, Gwyneth Paltrow, she said, tell me what she's been in. I swear to God, I don't remember anything she was in. Some people get hot by association. I heard more about her and Brad Pitt than I ever heard about her work. Winona Ryder, I was never a big fan of hers. In Hollywood, she's revered. She gets nominated for Oscars, but I've never heard of anyone in public or among my friends say, oh, I love her. She's cute and talented, though, and I'd like her just for looking like my older sister, Leslie. And then Madonna. I don't really like Madonna, but here's what she says. Do I think she's a great performer? Yeah. Do I think she's a great actress? No. Acting is what I do, so I'm harder on people when they say, oh, I can do that, I can act. I'm like, hey, don't spit on my craft. And here she's just talking about, I think, just things that she got from journalists and everything about her role in Selena, which I'm not going to read, so you guys can pause and read whatever she said right there. I didn't read it. The controversy she had is in her song, I'm Real. We know the whole thing with Mariah Carey. So for her Glitter album, she really wanted to sample a song. I think it was Firecracker Yellow Magic Orchestra. Tommy Mottola, who she was married to and who was the head of Columbia at the time, found out and he was like, no. And so basically he got the sample approved and everything and got ahead of Mariah, and so he used it on JLO's song I'm Real because he signed JLO. And so here's the part that caused controversy. She used to talk about, I tell them niggas my name biz, but they don't hear me though. You're not black. Why are you saying the N-word? Why are you saying the N-word? It is so crazy. It is so crazy. And I think it's just so funny how JLO has the most ironic song titles of all time. She got a song called I'm Real, one of the fakest people in the industry, and many people have said that JLO is a nightmare to work for, so you also had that. You had Get Right, and there was a whole bunch of controversy behind that. There's a lot of things JLO hasn't really done right in her career. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how you can't sing for fucking shit? Okay, it's just so many ironic things with JLO. So this is definitely one of the first things that came to mind, okay? And also, this is just more about the Mariah thing. So I already kind of talked about the Loverboy controversy and everything. And then whenever Tommy found out that Mariah was working with Ja Rule, he got Ja Rule and worked with JLO. And just like all these little things and everything. So Tommy deserves his share of blame for that situation and everything. I'm not going to say it's all her fault, but there's got to be fault to some degree. And also there's other stuff with her having controversies with other people's songs. Like A-Marie had the song One Thing, and I think a producer was trying to give it to JLO, and so they had to leak her song and everything because she was not trying to give it up. Shantae Moore, fuck Shantae Moore, I don't like her, but she had a song called If You Had My Love, and so basically JLO and Diddy found out about it and they wanted the song, and then she was like, well, no, like, you know, this is my song. So basically what they did is they just rewrote the song, and yeah, this If You Had My Love, I think hers was like I don't know, it was different. So there's like controversy behind that. And then the whole Get Right kind of controversy, I'll kind of be out of that so you can read it. So there was that. And then you have the whole situation with Ashanti and everything. And basically, there are songs of JLO's where you can literally hear Ashanti on the chorus and stuff like that. And yeah, it's one thing to have singers on the background vocals of your songs. That is something that is perfectly normal. People do that all the time. But to have people singing like full choruses and full lines and then to not really properly credit them, that's one thing. I think Ashanti said she doesn't really have an issue with it or whatever. But yeah, and then there was rumors about her stealing vocals from other people. So I already told you about Ashanti. There was Christina Milian. It says Ashanti has said that she was hurt when JLO JLO was given I'm Real instead of her, and that she initially was excited to work with JLO but was mad that the song was given to her. So yeah, there's been multiple controversies with her stealing other people's work as its own, so that's one thing with JLO. So I believe she was trying to pass off Brandy's vocals as her own in some fashion, at least that's what I heard. If true, then child, Brandy's voice is very distinct. People are gonna know it's Brandy. People have made whole videos about this, by the way, so if you don't believe me, go search on YouTube about JLO stealing other people's vocals, and people have made whole videos on this with examples, with background, with proof. So I'm not just, you know, blowing smoke up, you know what I'm saying? Like, people have been saying this. So like, there was that, I already mentioned the fact that people have worked with her and they've just said that she's been, you know, a nightmare to work with and everything, and that she's very vain and self-centered and all that stuff. There's this one clip that is so funny to me, and she was trying to sing this Barbra Streisand song and it sounded awful, and she said, I know it hurt you guys, it hurt me too. Okay, like, I just don't understand why, for the life of me, Tommy Mottola, if he was going to try to replace Mariah Carey, why didn't he get somebody who could sing? And you might say Jessica Simpson, don't even get me started, her vocals aren't the best. She was able to carve out a lane her own, but I mean, come on, let's be serious, let's be serious. So yeah, him doing all of that behind that, and just all of JLo's other controversies and everything. And so yeah, with the whole thing with other vocals, people are going to say it's normal, like I already kind of said, but I just feel like she has to be complicit in this way. There is no way you're hearing about that record before you put it out and you're hearing parts of the song and thinking, that isn't me, and you're not going to say nothing about it. Like, you're not going to put out an apology to these people or reach out to these people. I am sorry, JLo as a person just does not sit right with me. She just does not sit right with me. I am so sorry. And I just think she has an evil spirit. I just think she has an evil spirit. Okay, so you had that. You had the controversies with Mariah and everything, and then Mariah saying, I don't know her, because she didn't really know her as a person like that and whatever. And JLo was like, oh, we met so many times, da, 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 da. You guys met in passing. There is one thing to meet in passing and to actually have a conversation with someone, and we know Mariah don't give a fuck about JLo. I said the Mariah thing is part of it, but I've been hated JLo before I even got into Mariah. Only thing I'll give JLo is that she ate Selena. That's literally the only thing I will ever hear. And if you see me give a JLo 10, it basically over my dead body. Basically over my dead body. That Can't Get Enough song that I heard was fucking bullshit. Her album flopped, her movie flopped, and to see JLo flop and to see JLo get so much hate this year is something that brought joy to me, because what did I say? It's about generational hate that will live on for generations. Just remember that I had to add in is, don't you guys remember seeing that video of when she went to go to her old neighborhood and she was greeting somebody? He was like, who are you? And she was like, I'm JLo. And he was like, I don't know who that is, bro. He did not give a fuck. That video was so funny, I'm sorry. Oh my god. And then don't y'all remember all the controversy when she was talking about like going to the bodega or whatever, and she got a ham sandwich and an orange drink, and like all these New Yorkers were hating on her. And yeah, I also forgot to mention that her tour got canceled because no one cared about that. Oh my god. One thing about me, I don't miss an opportunity to hate on JLo. I don't miss an opportunity to hate on JLo. If it was a JLo hate tweet, if it was a TikTok, if it was an Instagram post, I will be liking, I will be like, oh my god, the JLo hate this year was generational. It was generational. I was just laughing so hard I had to add that in, but So another thing I had to say really quickly that I just thought of, if JLo is like one of your favorite singers or whatever, if you're a JLo fan, don't tell me shit about who can sing and who cannot sing. I don't want to hear shit from you. You're a JLo fan. I'm so sorry. I don't know why the fuck they pay her all that money to judge on American Idol. It's actually a joke. It's actually a joke, but they also have Paula Abdul on the panel. So I really don't know. I really don't know what to tell you, but I just had to add that part in. I'm sorry, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. And so yeah, that's basically the first episode of this series. I'm going to do other people. Drake was basically the unofficial episode 1. He's basically episode 0. So let me know who you guys want me to do next, because there's plenty of people that I hate, and I just thought it'd be fun to kind of just make this a series and give the explanations behind why I hate people, because 9 times out of 10 I have a reason. But let me know what you guys think of JLo and everything. Do you like her songs? Do you like her performances? Do you hate JLo like me? And just kind of let me know. But yeah, I just had to get this off. JLo had to be episode 1. I am so sorry.